choice of doing it.
Call the motion to order. Jeremy?
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. The minutes of the November 22nd meeting have been distributed. Do we have a?
Kid, I'm sorry. I can't hear you.
Can't hear?
Yeah.
Oh,
Fans on.
okay.
There we go.
Is it better now?
That's better.
Okay. The minutes of the November 22nd meeting, maybe even like, have been distributed. Entertain a motion for approval. Jeremy? And Diane seconds. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. The minutes of the December 4th special meeting were distributed. Motion to approve those. Diane? Jeremy? All in favor? Opposed? Carried. There's Mike. Treasurer's report.
Okay, do the one page is the codes. I'll start out simply. The front of the page lists the assets for codes. At the bottom I wrote there's no vouchers this month for codes. On the back top, checking. Bottom is the savings account. Pretty much no change except for a little bit of interest. And now the district. The district has 51 vouchers, district vouchers, 2 overtime vouchers, 4 credit cards, and no codes. And, After check page 7, if you go to please. Under the payroll account, the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 entries are the new payroll. And the way Paychecks breaks it down, they have a fee. And then they put the net pay, which is different now, allocations. And then under that is the liabilities. Normally, I would just print the net pay and the total liabilities to show what the total amount was that was paid out. They're splitting it. So you're going to see the net pay, and then you're going to have another line item with the allocations. So that started on November 4th. October ended the QuickBooks payroll. November 4th, rather, starts the paychecks. And I want to thank Diane for helping me, assisting me to get that going. Thank you. To keep up with a spreadsheet so I can enter the things into QuickBooks, and that is working. However, since I set up QuickBooks in 1999, it is, let me see if I can show you. I have to go to page 12. And it seems like every entry I make in QuickBooks, QuickBooks makes 4 more. So on page 12, up near the top, where again it says paychecks on the left, and then you see the amounts. with me, administration fee, okay, well then it comes down, it says payroll expenses. I didn't put that one in. So down below, well, I probably did, but, and down below is another payroll expenses, and down below that's another payroll expenses. It's double what I put in. So we have to subtract those payments out. So if you, instead of it being $3,559.50, that should be $2,375.28. And because of that, I'm going to ask the board if I can bring back Barb Tubbert. She's a QuickBooks person to fix my entries that I did, not the paycheck, but somewhere in QuickBooks it's, I don't know, it's doubling it. She's been here before. I usually get her, I like to get her before the start of January, so I start January clean. But that's got to be fixed. And she charges $45 an hour, and I thought 2 hours should be good. So that's why.
Any objection to that?
Okay. So, thank you. All right, so if you made that change, or is it out, does it print on yours that I printed on? Oh, it prints on, okay, I did that. Excellent. Because the total on page 14 then, I subtracted those amounts, so the total vouchers for tonight is $48,444. Let's see. Another thing I wanted to mention, that the district donated 2 codes, and that won't show up until next month, the December report. This is November's report. But we've also contributed to the district to codes. Jeremy wins the bank statements for this month. Service awards is up $38,700.
From last month?
Yep. Amazing. But there was also, they did one of those adjustments where they bought and sold stock. Yeah, balance it. That's good. And that's all I have.
Any questions for Bill? Entertain a motion to approve the treasurer's report. Diane, Jeremy, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Entertain a motion to pay the vouchers as audited. Jeremy? Chura? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Jeremy has the bank statements. I don't think we're ready to close out any correspondence. Jeremy?
The fire district affairs was received and distributed. We received correspondence from the fire department that the 2023 election for chief and line officers has been contested. And as a result, the executive board has decided to hold elections again after the business meeting on Thursday, January 5th. And the results will be sent at that time. The results from the fire district election, we had 161 voters, 85 for Charlie LaPriest, 75 for Jeremy Patterson, and 1 affidavit ballot. So congratulations to Charlie. J&B installations, due to their commercial, industrial and commercial roofing, we've used them in the past. Due to rising costs, they will be increasing their service call rate to $105 an hour. Prevailing wage labor rate will be $150. Travel charge will be $85. After hours and Saturday repair will be $120 an hour. Sunday and holiday rate will be $135. And we received holiday cards from Vander Molden, Fire Districts Mutual, Image Press, that's Image Press, Dave Rutowski, J. Russell Group, Auctions International.
Was that fee increase from JPB?
Or J&B Installations, the roofers, not JPB, the apparatus. It's J&B Installation, industrial and commercial roofing contractors. I think they did work at Station 2.
Okay. Assumed it was John
We haven't
Gray.
gotten anything from them for yet.
Chief's report.
All right, so I'm still waiting on chargers for the new radios. I did get 2 from Fayetteville. They're vehicle chargers, so I'm gonna get those, I'm working with Jerry, we're gonna get those installed in Squad 1. When we can. As far as the rest, they keep telling me sometime in January. We'll see what happens. Roll jumpers are installed. The Knox system for truck 2 had to be shipped back to Knox because there was an internal issue with the board. And it wouldn't keep programming for some reason. I plugged my laptop into it, and it said it was fine, but as soon as I unplugged it, it wouldn't take. It said to send it back. So that got sent back. Hopefully they get that back to us soon and get that put back in. So on truck 2, punch list is almost done. We had a couple issues come up. It's turned out to be a non-issue. It's taken care of. We just had the pre-construction meeting earlier this week. That's moving forward at a good pace. Still gonna be like 440 days till we get it, but it's done for now.
But that's 440 from the time we signed the contract or from the pre-construction meeting?
Okay. So it's not quite 440 days anymore. It's close enough. I do want to thank the truck committee for long hours and hard work put on that, getting the apparatus put together. Special events at Santa Run went very well. Big thanks to everybody that participated in that. It's one of our more fun events, a lot of good community feedback from that, so it's a good one. As of right now, there's still no change in our COVID response or planning. Just being reminded it's a fluid policy, it can change any time. The MS charge is still going good. I'm working through a few issues with a couple members that things keep popping up that we're working to get that squared away. Always encourage our members to put enter into Squad 91 in service that we host. We've had several in service in the last couple months that seem to be going pretty well. I think you got some calls the last night, or at least one. Like, it's better than 0. Always remember, try and remind her, remember she was the first one responding. That way we can kind of know who's coming, who's the adequate crews. And again, I just want to thank all you guys for your support all the years.
Do you have any questions for the chief? Do you have a report for Sorrow or Corcoran? Building facilities. Note that no change in Station 2 room. New truck committee.
Same as what the chief said, we completed the pre-build and they'll get us a drawing when they have one that's finalized. They're all ready to start throwing things together.
Licensing to public safety, the next meeting is January 17 here, Station 1. Budget and finance, no report. IT committee. Personnel, we have posted on our website the job opening for a full-time caretaker. It'll be on the website until, we posted it on December 14th. It'll be until the position is filled, and we are accepting applications. Caretaker leader report, we have a report from Gary Tanner. Are there any questions? Truck maintenance.
So much. Still waiting on the truck 2 outrigger.
The what?
Truck 2 outrigger.
It's not fixed yet. It's in the paint factory, they said. Waiting to come, but it sounds like it could be a week or two, or it could be close.
Squad 2 is out of service.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know it's more to come.
LCP is running its place.
Building maintenance. Old business policy review, don't have any tonight. New business, Bill Massaro is having a family party on January 7th. And is asking for approval for alcohol, beer and wine. Is there a motion to approve? Jeremy? Sure. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. I would like approval for attendance at the State Association Annual Meeting at Turningstown in May 17th through 20. I would like to go, and we can approve anyone else who would like to go. But we don't have to do it all tonight because people might not know if they're going to go. But I wanted to get my reservation in, but I didn't want to do it until I got approval. Jeremy makes the motion. Mike Malone seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. The organizational meeting date has changed due to the fact that the department elections were tested. So the new organizational meeting date is January 9th at 7 p.m. here at Station 1. We moved through that very quickly. I think we will be adjourning for executive session. Are there any public comments?
I have something. I wanted to apologize in person and in public, particularly to Kit, for my comments that were made privately to Kit on December 1st. Obviously, I was upset by what had happened during the election that night, especially the way it was orchestrated to meet the desires of the Board of Fire Commissioners. Over the past 2 years, I've watched the commissioners and the department chiefs conduct their matters with an incredible lack of transparency, hiding from the membership of the department, failing to respond to emails or other inquiries, practice intimidation, and sling false accusations at a man who just wants to serve his community with as much transparency and as fairness as possible. I experienced it as much, or maybe more, as a spouse. My mind frame was also affected by some upcoming tests to determine if this year's false sexual harassment claims caused more breast cancer to develop as the September 2021 false accusations generated. I had been experiencing some unusual pains over the week preceding the meeting that I did not share with Charlie, which contributed to my apprehension. The November harassing statement read by Mike Malone but approved by the commissioners further elevated my annoyance with the commissioners and the way they handle matters for the taxpayers and the community. As you might have figured out, when I join an organization, I don't sit back and wait for someone to ask me to help. I dive in, offer help and skills and knowledge. I'm very passionate about whatever effort I dedicate myself to. When Charlie and I was recently asked if I could help with social media for another organization, he told the person asking he'd be prepared for a 400%, not 100% commitment. I'm not asking for your forgiveness, but admitting I was wrong and doing it so publicly. Thank you.
Noted. Thank you. So can I have a motion? Are there anything else? A motion to adjourn to executive session. Chura, Patterson, where's my folder? And the resume and employment history of an individual which may lead to his or her employment. Huh?
All in favor?
All in favor?
To go over a resume.
Adjourn to executive session. All right.